Breeze. We just give him great receivers. We win a Super Bowl.
And it should work that way.
It should, but it doesn't.
But it doesn't.
And yeah, no.
Not at all.
So if you give him you give OBJ a rookie receiver that comes in and OBJ can kind of like help him mold. Because I feel like they were saying that OBJ was assuming like, bro, I'm going to an elite quarterback.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't the case. If you give OBJ a full offseason, because he didn't go to offseason yet.
Right.
So he didn't really know how bad this motherfucker was.
Yeah.
He showed up like, I got the GOAT. I got the young GOAT. And he was like, wait a second.
This ain't what I was promised.
This motherfucker got more commercials than he got touchdowns. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's
just facts, bro.
He just, I feel like he didn't know what he was getting himself into. And if you gave him a chance at a better team, he would take that shit and run.
Oh, 100%. I feel like that's going to happen this offseason. He's going to force a trade. And I admire that he's
Did he sign a deal?
No, I want to say they just
the Giants had signed him to a deal.
Right. The Giants signed him to a giant deal.
Big deal.
Yes. Signed him to a giant deal, said they were not going to trade him, played him for 1 year, and then traded him.
The very next year they traded him.
Yeah.
So that's on the Browns. So you have to find a team that's like, we'll take that.
I don't think that'd be that hard. I think, and not money-wise, I think the thing's going to be hard. You know the salary cap's going to go up this offseason, stuff like that. People are not really stressing about cash right now.
Yeah.
I think the hard thing is going to be is finding somebody that's going to be a fit, especially when you've seen this not work out twice.
Yeah.
You've seen him, gently throw Eli Manning under the bus, and then you've seen it was like hate him or love him, which I don't like Eli Manning. Hate him or love him, he's professional.
Yeah.
Never says anything wrong.
Yeah.
Why are you throwing that man under the bus? And then you get him to a situation that he swears up and down is going to work, and the coach lets him do all the goofy shit and dress how he wants to and wear the visors. Like, coach ain't even stopping it. The refs have to stop it.
Yeah.
So he's getting what he wants, and he still can't be happy.
Because
so I feel like
it's about winning. I feel like in the best situation, in his best situation, you send him to the Patriots.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a better situation for him.
I think Seahawks. The only reason I say not the Patriots because I feel like one, they're not going to allow him to catch the ball in one hand. Did you ever hear that story about Peyton Manning?
What?
Oh, okay, this is a great story. This is a story I think Pat McAfee told. He said that Austin Collie, if y'all remember Austin Collie, slot receiver, had a really good 2-year run before he started getting crazy head injuries. He was a slot receiver for Indianapolis Colts. Peyton Manning throws him the ball in the game. He throws it one hand to catch it.
Yeah.
He doesn't make the catch. He walks back to the huddle. Peyton Manning points at the sideline, like, get off the field. And he's just like, what the fuck happened? Peyton Manning benched me. Why? I tried to catch the ball with one hand. I feel like if Peyton Manning's doing that, I feel like Tom Brady's probably doing that.
I feel like Tom Brady won't care if you catch that motherfucker with your kneecaps right now.
Then,
as long as you catch that
I bet money Bill Belichick's doing that shit.
Bill Belichick probably don't give a fuck neither at
nah,
this point.
Bruh.
They're like, catch it with your feet.
No, their whole
take
thing.
Take your helmet off and catch that motherfucker in
Their
your
whole
helmet.
thing is the Patriot way.
That's cool.
The Patriot way.
But that motherfucker is throwing to nobody.
No, I'm saying in the short term, yes. Like I said, if they had signed them right now and it's like, oh shit, let's get. But I think that OBJ going to New England is a real quick one of those, hey, he's there for a year, and then they traded him and got the value out of it type shit.
Randy Moss was doing Randy Moss shit.
They literally did that to Randy Moss. They traded for him for like peanuts. Used him until he complained. I want to say he complained that one last year. I can't remember what he was complaining about. But the year that they traded him, he was complaining in the offseason about something. And they're like, oh, cool. You just caught fucking 1,300 yards last year. We don't care. Fuck out of here. So I feel like that is what the Patriots do. Like, you straight, we're good, do everything we say our way, but when you become like enough of an issue, gotta get you the fuck out of here. Tip fix, sure. Will we have you here for a year or two, Tom Brady's year or two farewell deal? Yep. Are you gonna go down as a 10-year, 8-year Patriot and retire here? I don't know, man. I feel like Bill Belichick's gonna get fed up with it.
I don't know, man. Gronk is quite the personality, and that motherfucker had a hell of a career there.
Only time
Gronk is out here probably shotgunning beers on the sideline.
The only time you ever heard anything from Gronk that was questionable, though, I think the biggest thing I ever saw him get judged for is after the Super Bowl loss, he was at a bar drinking. They made a big deal about that in the media. Other than that, it's just kind of like he's like, what did he ever do wrong?
Nothing.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like he could work there.
Think so?
I feel like he could.
I think he would. I think he would help them win, and I think they would get rid of him. Randy Moss style.
I think they're now realizing we can't just do this shit because there's not an unlimited abundance of fucking good receivers.
Yeah.
So we need to catch one and keep his ass for once.
Yeah.
So maybe they're like, bro, we gotta lock him down and deal with it for a little bit, because if not, here comes Mohamed Sanu and Dorsett running back to the fucking sideline. No.
Shit, I don't know why I'm skipping on Josh Gordon. They just did the same thing to Josh Gordon. They worked through all his difficulties.
Josh Gordon couldn't stay off the weed.
They worked through all his difficulties, and they gave him way longer of a rope than I expected them to give him. I figured he would have been there for a year. The problem
with Josh Gordon, though, is there wasn't as much return for what they were putting in.
Okay.
So they were like, bro, we're doing all this shit assuming that he's going to be our fucking savior, our number one.
Yeah.
He's just not. So you know what? We'll trade him.
Yeah, and they cut him.
They cut him. Yeah, they cut him after an injury.
Yeah.
Or a fake injury, or whatever kind of injury it was.
Yeah, I didn't know that was legal. Put him on IR and cut him. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. But
I think for OBJ, the upside's too much.
Too much?
Too much.
But I feel like that's been the whole Patriot way thing. They don't care. And that's how they end up in a situation where their best receivers are running backs.
Had a prime receiver, though.
What do you mean? They've had Randy Moss.
In his prime?
I would argue that was his prime. That was the year.
I guess he had a great year.
Yeah.
It wasn't his prime.
23 touchdowns, I think, begs the difference.
It wasn't his prime.
I think if you're saying, like, what is most people's prime, probably not. But
exactly. They've never had a great receiver in their prime. Josh Gordon, great receiver. Was he in his prime? No.
He should have been in his prime, though.
But was he?
Yes. He probably has more yards for New England than he does for Cleveland. And he had, like, 160. He had 1,600-yard season in Cleveland.
I don't know. We'll see about that one. But, I mean, if you got OBJ at 25 in his prime, you're not letting that go. You're not. So somebody else can get it? So you're gonna let him go somewhere else that you're gonna have to play?
I feel like their history just dictates. And then they may just ship him Siberia type shit. It's like, cool, who has 2 first rounders? And then they end up being like, oh, the Dolphins have 2 first rounders. He's like, psych. I know y'all want them. I know y'all can use them. But that coach used to be a coach under me. I'm not giving them to y'all. We're shipping them off to. We're not shipping them to Buffalo. Allen's getting too good too fast. We're gonna ship them to the West Coast somewhere.
Arizona.
There you go. Somebody we ain't got to worry about unless y'all make it to the playoffs. I can see them doing that. Or in the ultimate fuck move, back to Cleveland.
Oh shit! I can see Bill Belichick doing some shit like that.
That'd be
wild. We just got 3 first rounders for you. Peace. We'll pick you up for a 5th rounder next year.
And that's the way they do shit, bro.
Yeah,
that's the way they do shit.
True. Jesus, they just did it with a linebacker. Yeah, wow.
Oh yeah, they did that with Collins, Jamie Collins. Traded him away at his highest value when he was getting the most noisy,
peanuts,
and got him back for free.
He's playing probably the best. Defense he's played in who knows how long.
Dude, this is them.
Oh god,
this is them.
OBJ finishes his career in Cleveland. Wow.
On his second run.
Oh
my god.
Unreal.
All right, man. You got anything else you want to get to?
I guess not.
All right, man. All right, before we get out of here, don't forget to follow us on Facebook.
Yep.
Twitter.
Yep.
Please help us on Twitter.
Yep, please.
Twitter's rough.
We need that.
Facebook, we killing shit, but Twitter, bruh.
Yeah, no.
It's hard out there in them streets on Twitter streets.
We on the Instagram, InstaFace, as Bill Belichick would say.
We doing real good on Instagram. Like the podcast on Apple, or if you're poor and you listen to it on Spotify. I listen to shit on Spotify, so it's not even a shot like that. I just thought it was funny. So, do that. And we'll catch y'all next time.
Peace.